Hello there, everyone. Victoria Cochrane here with you for another Wednesday, the 17th of February 2021. And a little bit late, sorry, was running around like a chook with its head cut off, trying to get ready. Coming to you from northwest Tasmania to the dulcet tones of my husband building a shed. So if you hear a kind of a ratchety sound, that's him with the drill. But he's finally getting his dream shed up, so that's great for him. Hi, Julia, how are you? So my name is Victoria Cochrane, and I am a psychic communicator and spiritual healer here on the northwest coast of Tasmania. And I'm live every Wednesday at 12 noon. Hi, Tracy. Lovely to see you. Great to see everyone jumping back on. And regulars would know that I do a kind of a collective reading first and a bit of a talk about things to do with spiritual development. Sometimes we do a meditation or some kind of healing thing. And then I do readings at about 12:30 so that it doesn't kind of wear me out. So you can find me at, I need to decline that. Sorry, a person calling me. You can find me at victoriacochrane.com. I have a booking service, but it's actually not working at the moment, and my tech guy's away, so I'll just have to wait till he gets back. But I also put out a monthly newsletter, which you can find links to there, and podcasts and things. And I do readings and healings for people around the world, so which I really enjoy doing. Hi, Avalon. Lovely to see you. Hi, Mama G from New Zealand. Hi, Marlene. Lovely to see you. And Samantha, back again. Hi, Maria. Yes, I do them about 12:30. And hi, Katie. Great to see you. Yes, having a really good week. Thank you, actually. In amongst doing my spiritual stuff. Also doing Lions Clubs International stuff because I'm in Lions Clubs International, so quite actively involved in that. Hi, Michelle. Lovely to see you. And Lauren. So great to see new people jumping on. So if you have any questions, not individual questions yet, but questions to do with the collective or anything that's happening that's kind of weird and wonderful that you'd like me to look into to do with spiritual development, that's the kind of thing I like to do first. So let's use the Gaia Oracle for the collective today. So this will be a collective reading. And sometimes I like these because it sparks off discussion around different topics and issues that are helpful for different people. And I'm just going to make sure that I'm not missing comments from my other page, which I'm cross-posting to. So let's give a shuffle. So there's a Gaia Oracle from Tony Carmine Salerno and his Blue Angel Publishing, and his illustrations are really lovely. I've got a couple of his decks. So drop me a line, tell me where you're from, and we'll go from there. And I'm just currently writing courses at the moment to do around Tasmania, but I think I'll offer them online as well. And I'm paying off the Mind, Body, Spirit Festival in Sydney, which I'm coming to in May. May the 19th, I think it is, 20th. Happy birthday, Avalon. Oh, retrograde is going on, but feeling low. Well, that's no good. So people talk about Mercury in retrograde and all that kind of thing, but I'm kind of not into astrology, so it kind of just goes over my head a little bit. But I do know that it can affect me as well. Hi, Pearl. Later, 12:30, I do individual readings. Hi, Kim. Lovely to see you. yeah, the Gaia deck's really lovely. It has been a long time. So I will tune into Avalon later and just see if other people are low. Perhaps I can get a message about that, because there is a lot of, look, there's been energy flying around for a while with all the COVID stuff and just generally dense energies that are affecting people. And I have talked to you before about the human collective consciousness, which is the mishmash of energy around the world, which we all feed into. And everything that we think, every emotion, all goes into it. And if you're low or an empath, then you are more likely to pick up on the lower vibrations whizzing around in that. So, your birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Maria. Yes, remember I will be doing cards later on at 12:30. But this is for the collective now. Apprehension, moving out into the world, doubt and fear. Well, I haven't seen this one because it's a fairly new deck. So there is a lot of fear going on. The authorities pretty much rule by fear. Governments rule by fear. The masses, we're all kept in control by the media through fear, and we're led to believe stuff sometimes that is not really true. So I guess it's about grounding, if you look at her, and she's protecting herself, but about really looking into what's true for you and speaking your truth and rising above all the fear mongering and everything that's going on, and keeping connected to nature and keeping yourself as clear as possible. If you are actually putting yourself out there more, then don't doubt, trust your intuition, trust what you're being led to believe, and trust your guides. Pray for help, thank the universe for help, and it will all be okay. So, naked bodies. Tony Carmine draws a lot of naked bodies, but nakedness is truth, being in your truth and bearing all warts and all. But this is where she's protected and a little bit afraid, but still the truth is there. So whether you share it or not is up to you, because if we share, I tell people what I do, but I don't overshare because some people don't want to know. People aren't ready for it. So you just say what you do, but then you talk about it when people are ready to hear it. But if they're not, you just accept that and move on. You've got to protect your energies. So it is vulnerability, isn't it? We are probably all vulnerable at some stage. So that's okay. It's about acknowledging that, but not denying our truth. I think that's the most important thing. So the next one is Night Wind. Oh, this is also about fear. So perhaps there is a lot of energy flying around at the moment. Night Wind, facing fear, subconscious release and healing. So things seem worse in the night, don't they? I know I lie awake at 3 o'clock in the morning and everything seems pretty heavy, and then the next morning it's not so bad. But when we face our fears and we actually just release, if we just sweat what we can control and release what we can't, then things will seem better. So letting go of the past and allowing things to go through without sitting on you is probably a really good thing to do too. Yes. Okay, that's a really good question, Michelle. Thank you so much. Gratitude is magic, Jason. Giving gratitude is the most important thing that you can do, really. Because like attracts like, so the universe will always answer you, but will give you back what you're putting out vibrationally. So when you put out negativity and fear and doubt, then you really won't be able to manifest your dreams because you're undermining them. When you put out positivity and gratitude and thanks for what you have, you will get more abundance back. And so that's, hi Kelly, lovely to see you. And the last one is the search, feeling lost, confused, and lonely. My goodness, what a bit of a kind of um, a depressing spread. So let me just tune into the energy that's going on and answer, and then I'll give Michelle her answer because that's a really good one. So connecting to the Creator and then just asking to be shown what is causing. Okay, well, I see a cloud of really red anxiety, anger, fear moving across the earth at the moment, and that's really not unusual considering how people are suffering with the pandemic. Um, so let's just do a grounding and a clearing for all of you if you give permission. So you need to just openly give permission for that. But we can also then send that out to the human collective consciousness. And that's what I do a lot because not actually interfering or intervening on people's free will when you do that. You just send it out and clear the collective consciousness, which is just floating around because we're all one and connected. Everything that we think and do and say and feel uh, goes out there. And then we can pick up on it and it can really make us feel pretty down. Also, the search, if you feel, a few people have come to me lately and said they do feel lost and confused and lonely. But I think just the whole world is in transition. And I always say transition's messy. You know, that we're feeling that we're at the crossroads and we're not too sure which way to go. But your soul knows. And in the transitional phase, the past needs to be let go. We sometimes lose friends, gain more. So, Tracy, that's lovely. Thank you. Yeah, something big is taking place. That's right. And thank you, Sarah. And I just see this big cloud of anxiety. So easy to fix if you just ground yourself and feel grounded, feet on the floor, present in the space. Take a few breaths and just openly give permission to connect to the unconditional love of the Creator. And I'm just going to ask for an unconditional love healing to be also facilitated by Metatron to bring him in and just to gently unhook everyone who's watching today or who will be watching in the future, unhook you all from the human collective consciousness and to gently just clear away all of the anxiety and fear and anger that is lurking, if you like, in your aura, and using the violet flame of transmutation to transmute it all to love, taking weight off your shoulders and just gently cleansing your chakras of the energy as well. Take it all to Creator's light and then just bring in beautiful Creator energy, followed by gold cosmic energy to cleanse and ground. And then just hold the intention that your aura is completely sealed and protected from picking up other energies. And we can do that unwittingly when we're tired, when we're angry, if we've been out on the town too much, if we're drained, or if we're around negative people or in a job where we're just not able to keep ourselves protected. So it happens, it's nothing to kind of worry about. Okay, so now what we do is we just hold the intention that in the energy of unconditional love, this beautiful cosmic energy is sent to the human collective consciousness to cleanse all of the negativity, anger, fear, and lower vibrational energy that is hooking into people around the world at the moment, and just transmute it with the beautiful cosmic energy and send it, and then send that beautiful love down to Mother Earth's diamond core, and to cleanse her energy as well, and to bring that back up through the earth, and to be used or to be used by people who give their free will to do so, and to raise the energy and the vibrations of the earth higher, to allow people to move out of that drama. And we just ask that it's witnessed by Archangel Michael and the Cosmic Council, and then we don't have to, because it's all in the witnessing. The power of witnessing is where the healing happens. So just and then just ask that it be done in the highest and best way, for your highest and best, to keep you protected while it's happening, and then just breathe your energy down and ground again. So it's always darkest before the dawn. That's so true, Jason. Tracy said they are amazing. They're amazing cards. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. And I'm just going on to see if I've got any comments over here. Angela McCrone, that might be last week, so that's no good. Here I am. So, hi Catherine, lovely to see you. And I'll just turn that off. There we go. Okay, so thank you, Tracy. So now the spiritual journal. I grabbed all my books except the spiritual journal. So I'm just going to take it for a walk so that you can see my house. Just a little shack, and the husband having lunch out on the deck. I don't know if you can see that. I left him some lunch. I'm a good wife. Now, thank you. Working from home today, which is always great. Back in my room tomorrow. So, this is the spiritual journal that Michelle's talking about, the spiritual discovery journal that I was part of last year. And in here, I talk about aligning to your Archangel guide so that you can get messages more easily. And Michelle said she's having trouble. So this is something we can do together, and then I'll do individual readings. So my section is about channeling your guides through meditation and automatic writing. And when people are starting to receive messages, I do encourage them to write, to actually keep a journal. So thanks for those questions, guys. I'll look into those after I've tackled this question. Not able to do this, mate. It could be your own doubts, and it could be that you're not sure who your spiritual guide is. And it's one of those things of, when you can do something, it's hard to teach it. But down here in this book, in my part of the journal, the Archangels are the 7 rays. So, Michelle, what colour were you seeing? That's a start, and then I can tune in to see. But if you just tell me what colour you were seeing, then that's always a good start. So aligning to your Archangel guide was something Uriel showed me for one of my clients who was not feeling that she was connecting to him as well as she could. And so I asked, if I don't know, I always ask. ask and then I'm told. So I was told that yeah, and I do talk about it here, but I don't actually really take you through it. So let's do that. And it's generally through holding the intention that your energy is aligned to the Archangel. And that's really important because their energy is so much higher than ours. And if they just plonk themselves in, they'll really spin us out. So we need to kind of really know colour. Okay. I'll tune into you. Oh, Jo Switch said she's got this and she absolutely loves it. That's great. That's fantastic. Thanks for the stars, Vanessa. Okay, so I'm just going to tune into you to see who you do have. Archangel Ariel. So Ariel is not of the 7 rays, but Ariel is, or Ariel, is kind of a coral colour. And we'll just check that. So I can say the Archangel that is with Michelle Foster is Archangel Ariel, and I'm doing muscle testing and getting a yes. Really great in this journal. Before my section is Pip's section on Archangel prescriptions. And she goes through all the archangels, and Ariel is the first one. She heals and helps wild animals in the environment, and her aura is pale pink. But, you can align to any archangel you would like to. You just need to bring their energy in and then ask them to give you the tone that aligns them to their frequency. Okay? So if you do know your archangel, then you can bring them in now and do that. And so, Michelle, if you just greet Archangel Ariel, thank her for being with you, and then ask her to put the tone that will help to align your frequency to hers in your head, and then just open your mouth and let it out. And 3 times, the power of 3. So if you do know, anyone can try this if you know who your Archangel guide is. And if you don't, just ask to, if you hold the intention that your Archangel guide makes themselves known to you now, and ask for a colour or a feeling or just a knowing of who they are, and then for your highest and best, always ask for that, and see how you go. So I'll wait for Jo. I see purple at night before going to sleep. That would make this think of Archangel Gabriel. So I'll just wait for a message from Michelle while I'm tuning into you, and I'm breaking my energy now so that I'm not bringing other energy into your field, Jo. Reconnecting to Creator, coming up your energy. With intent it is, so I don't actually need to know what you look like, I just need to know it's you. It is Zadkiel. He's got an old man look about him. Archangel Zadkiel is of the 7th ray, and so the crown chakra, working with the violet flame of transmutation, which is why I wear purple all the time. I work with Uriel and Michael, but I use the violet flame all the time. So it's possible you're a healer, or you're really connected to the earth and do healing that way. So I would definitely, you can check. Hi, Casey. Great to see you. So you can check, you can either do that's yes, and when you can break it, it's no. You can use the pendulum and get your yes and no and check to see that way. Or you can stand up and your body should fall forward for yes and backward for no. So you can say, my Archangel, don't have to ask a question, my Archangel is Archangel Gabriel, and you should fall forward if it's yes. Maybe greeny yellow. Okay. All right, I'll check you again. I did hear Raphael, so it's either Ariel or Raphael. Maybe it's both, because you could have a bit of a cavalry there with you. Yeah, Raphael, but Ariel's there too. So whichever one you would like to align with. If you're needing healing, or if you're feeling that you are healing people at the moment, then, that's probably a good indication. So you can do the muscle testing. Just stand up, face north, and just ask yes, and your body should go forward. If it doesn't zip or up, try it again. Yes, no. Oh, very good. That's why you're so connected to Zadkiel. That makes so much sense. So, yeah, asking for help. That's great. Okay, a couple of questions here. Casey says, a few days ago I had a light pressure on my head like I was wearing a hat, but I didn't have a hat on. It lasted about half a day. Wow, what would that be? So I do have the ability of going back to look in time. So I'll do that and see if I can see. Merlin. You have Merlin with you, Casey. He was getting your attention, that's for sure. He's kind of right over you. So what are you trying to transform at the moment? What are you trying to turn into gold? And you can ask Merlin for help. He'll be able to help you with that, and perhaps try channeling some messages. So back to the channeling part. Uh, the actual way to in the journal, I think what I say is just to connect. So know who you're talking to is really important. So if you're not sure who you're talking to, call someone in, like Archangel Michael, one of the archangels. Spirit guides, not so much, because they are of a lower frequency and can lead you astray a little bit. So it's best to align or talk to, call in an archangel or creator or your higher self, and then ask a question. And the way I do it is then I ask the question and I literally take my mind out. So I kind of just step away from my mind and I wait. Sometimes it doesn't happen and I'll ask the question again, or I'll just ground and connect. Make sure you're grounded, connected, call in who you're talking to, and then ask the question, get your mind out of the way, and the first thing that comes, you just write it and you just allow it to flow. As soon as I start to think about it, I stop. And so it's got to flow through you. And after a while now, when I'm so aligned to Michael that I feel that it's coming from me, but it's not, it's coming from him, but I just allow it to flow. Yeah, so hopefully that helps. But Vanessa's lost a couple of dogs. I'm so sorry about that. 2 dogs. One would be bad enough. Bad enough. Um, okay. I'll see. I'm not always successful, but I'll try to go back in time and see, ask to be shown what happened. Well, I got that they ran off and that the gate was left open. But if you leave them inside, well, that's not going to be helpful. Um, it will take me longer to remote view onto them and see where they are. And I have done that. And I have actually found a cat before in the basement. And I saw the boxes around it. So that was, and they got it back. But opened a gate or that it was left open and they just went off. Will they come back? Yes. I reckon you'll get a call soon. I'm hoping that's helpful. Lauren says, for years I have been seeing 1111 everywhere on a daily basis. And recently gave birth to your first child, who was born on the 11th of the 11th. And so was my first child, born on the 11th of the 11th. Unfortunately, not at 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. Yeah, so, well, I've talked about this before, and actually in my book, my fourth book, The Book of Life, which is available out now, Lessons from Mother Earth, I've included the chapter on that, and it actually means ascension. So the colon means above, so as above, so below. So it's like you're operating in the fifth dimension as you are on the third dimension, and you're either ready to ascend or you have ascended and you're a way shower for others. Pretty much what it means. A light worker, a way shower. And so it's in here, chapter 23, the 11, colon 11, Ascension Portal. So if you get this book, it's $24, and every chapter has a meditation that goes with it that helps you to embody what's in the chapters. And the meditations have all been recorded and set to music, and there's a code at the back of the book for you to actually download them, so you can actually use those meditations without having to read them. And yeah, so I've written about it in here, so that might be useful for you, Lauren, and you can get it online or as an ebook. And but it basically means that you're ascended or ready to take that next step. Yeah. Okay, so let's just go back a little bit. To see if I've missed anybody's questions. Okay. Hi from Ireland, Belinda. Lovely to see you. Yeah, Jason said 11:11 local time. So that's great. Avalon says she's feeling low. That's where I was getting to. So we did do that clearing, Avalon. I wonder if that helped you at all. But let me just tune into you and see. You look pretty clear now, so I do want, around your head you do, on your body you feel, on your body you've got to feel a lot of tense energy. Coming in from your right side. I'm wondering if you're getting a bit of, it's all different colours too. So it seems to be coming over your shoulder. Do you have someone looking over your shoulder and judging you or telling you what to do or just making you feel like you're lesser? It's possibly coming from them. So you can just ask Archangel Michael to clear that, to cut ties to them and to clear that energy off. Because on your birthday you should feel special and happy and just not so weighed down. So walking in water, I'm told, is a really good thing for you to do. And I'll just pull a card for you as well. So happy birthday. But I do wonder if the heavy energy is changing colour, so it's almost like a person is hot and cold with you and you don't know where to stand, and they're just over your shoulder all the time. They need to give you a break. So let's so you need some mystery, magic, and enchantment, enchanted forest. So you need to get out, go smell the roses, do something nice for yourself, and just ground. It's possible that it's moon energy too, maybe. Some people are really affected by the moon. So just do some breathing, sitting in nature, and just, put your feet in water if you can. And that should help you make yourself feel better. Okay. Right. Let's see. I'll just see how we're going over here. Hi, Sharon. It's a rough time of year for me, and I wonder who my Archangel helper would be to call on. I'll have a look. Archangel Uriel is half in the dark, half in the light. And he just says, just breathe in his energy and begin to see the positives. There might not be any that you can think of, but find something positive to focus on. Because when we focus on the positives, we build more positives. Now, I think that I'm going flat. I might just need to go grab my cord in a minute. So, yeah, when we get a glimmer of hope that we can actually change our reality by focusing on a positive and not being weighed down by all the negatives, then it's easier to see a way out. And Archangel Uriel will be one to help you with that. So definitely, Sharon, call on Archangel Uriel. And I am just going to whiz off and grab my cord so I don't flash on you. There we go. I've had to move you a bit. Put my things in. Okay, so hopefully that helped. And now I won't suddenly disappear. Oh, someone asked a question there. Oops. Is Gaia Mother of Earth? Yes. So Gaia is actually the spirit of Mother Earth, and she's come to me before, and she looks a bit like an old lady. But yes, so Gaia is actually the spirit of Mother Earth, and I have actually talked to her. So there she is. Is there anything the collective needs me to know on this point? I'm a little lost on my path. Well, let's get the Masters cards out and see what they have to say. Sarah? So these are Ascended Masters cards. They are Doreen Virtue, but they work. Okay. Here we go. So good to see everybody on today. And if you can, please share this video. It's great to let other people know about me. And so balance your career and home life. So maybe you need to drop a day of work. Sarah, perhaps you're not balanced, perhaps you're doing too much. So slow down, perhaps take some time to breathe and meditate, and just listen and notice the signs. And perhaps you're just not doing that at the moment, or not feeling in a place that you're able to. So perhaps just take some time to ground, to get back, to get all your energy back, and then don't think about it really. Just sit in your heart space and just ask to be shown feel into why you're feeling lost and what's missing, and ask your guides for connection. I can certainly ask to be shown who your angelic guide is. Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel works with creativity, connection to God, connection to your higher self, to the universe, to divine will. So talk to Gabriel and he'll definitely steer you in the right direction. But also you do need some cleansing, perhaps walk in water, do some grounding, just let go of the mind clutter, and that should help you a fair bit. Okay, so let's go down here. So Julia, my son was assaulted and won't return to school. He is worried they will come after him again. Any guidance on helping him move forward? A healing on that would be helpful, Julia, to lift all the trauma of that, because he's holding all that trauma, and so that is the kind of work that I do, but I certainly wouldn't do it here, and I need his permission. But any way you can think of, if you can't, if you don't feel drawn to me, then yeah, he does need that trauma lifted, counselling or whatever. But also just some help from the school. As an ex-teacher, I would say the school needs to get involved there and to actually help you to have a transition plan back to school, and to help him to feel safe and to have some steps in place to support him. And if they're not helping you, then they're not the right school, pretty much. But I'll tune in. Yeah, it's very emotional. I'll just ask, Jesus is actually with him. And I do work with Jesus and God, even though I don't work in religion. And Jesus has said, the fear is what's keeping him vulnerable. Can you strengthen him too by perhaps empowering him to know that he can protect himself, with a bit of taekwondo or something like that, but also to make sure that he knows that the perpetrators have been dealt with. And if they haven't, then of course he won't feel safe. So there's quite a few aspects to it, but it's all about him feeling safe and empowered, because he's been completely disempowered. So let's see. But I actually feel he'll be all right, because look what come out of the closet. So don't let them know. He needs probably some counselling, lifting some of the trauma, help to know that he's safe, but he will be fine. And I don't think they'll do it again. They wouldn't dare. That's what I was told. So let's hope that's right. Okay. Let's just go down here. Maria, I'd love to know if the man in my life since 2008 is the man I'm going to marry. He's had health issues and has been rather distant lately. Have we dealt with that one before? See. So he's been in your life a long time. Let's see. So this is from Maria. Well, that's not helpful. That just says drink more water. So I'll ask these cards instead. But we all need to drink more water, just quietly. Here we go. I think so. Ocean of eternal love and evolution. So things are changing. He's probably not wanting to burden you with stuff. I don't know, or just worried and not knowing what's going on. The last one is peace. So yes, I think so. But perhaps you need to let him know that you're there to support him if you haven't already. This says dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. So yeah, I think so. But things are changing. We get older and that can be a bit scary sometimes. So maybe just have a talk to him, Maria. But I definitely think so. And all the best with that. Okay. Lauren says, thanks so much. That's good. And Michelle, I'm wondering if I should accept tutoring work at a school. Yes. How thin do you want to spread yourself, Michelle? The masters will always say it's totally up to you, but let's see. Bare essentials, the naked truth, wholeness. Do you need it? Do you really want it? A 1 and a 4 is 5, so that's change. So in the apprehension card, jewel within a teardrop. Let me ask. It is Raphael with you. Raphael says, of course it's up to you, but if your business is going really well, you know, you're going to start spreading your focus. And there's a card that I've got in another deck that is lightning and it forks. And once we start to spread our focus, we start to lose focus in one place. We start to get a bit scattered. So unless you really need the money or it's something that you're passionate about and would like to do, or it's just 1 day a week or something like that, probably not. Depends on how much time it's going to cut into. Okay. Hello, Jordan. It's really hard to ask, will I get the job? You actually can't ask that because it's dependent on the free will of other people, and that can change. So the answer I give you is always going to be fraught with inaccuracies. Is it likely that you'll get the job? That is probably a question we could ask, rather than will I. You're welcome, Michelle. That's also the same one, purification, fire. So you can do this. Is it likely that Jordan will get the job? Yes, but I can't tell you 100%. And it's just not one of those questions. Any question that's reliant on the free will of other people is just never going to give you, it's changeable. You know, it's just not predictable. You can say, is it likely? But it's hard to say. So Tracy, we did a reading on that, and that's really great. I was very excited for you. So I'm just going back now to see who else that I could. Katie Lou, would you like a card? And Jason Hillard. And then I might pop off and have some lunch. And don't forget, you can find me at my website, victoriacochrane.com. I have books and the journal, and there are podcasts on there you can listen to. And if I can help you in any way, please do contact me. So this is for Katie. Eternal dance, movement, wheel of life, path of least resistance. Goodness, you've got a lot going on at the moment. So ebbs and flows of life, but just prioritise, I think, and just go with what's best for you at the moment would be good, because it looks like you're a bit veiled, so not everything is clear for you at the moment. So make sure that you can just release some of the ties that are binding, because you've got a lot going on. Okay. And Jason, I'll do one for you. And then Catherine Naylor, if you're around, I'll do one for you, and then I'll go. Oh. Jason, the temptress, seduction, deceit, a broken promise. Oh, if you have a broken heart, I am really sorry about that. But it's something you can heal from, and also is going to help you to learn lessons that will lead you to the person who's right for you. So I really hope that all goes well. And the last one, Catherine Naylor. I can hear my baby granddaughter on the video call out there, so I'll go and say hi. Catherine, one dropped out. So, three dropped out. This one, remembrance. Not sure. I'll just choose one. A hidden gift. Sadness and ending, a new beginning. So things, endings and beginnings, there's lots of ebbs and flows for everybody at the moment. But within an ending is always a new beginning, and with any adversity, there's always a rainbow. So, Catherine, whatever's happening there, new things coming for you. Lots of love to you all, everyone. I'm off, and have a great week, and I will see you next week at the same time. Bye for now.